生き様で後悔はしたくない。
だが自分が助けた人間が将来人を殺したらどうする。
Remembering all of these moments from season 1.
お前のせいだ。お前は大勢に囲まれて死ね。
Wow. Slowly descending into the darkness, into the abyss.
お前は強いから人を助けろ。
That moment. Those words from his granddad. Wondering if he's gonna be... He has to. He's gonna stumble upon Nanami.
お前がいるから人が死ぬんだよ。
Oh, man. I like the direction on that opening, actually. Especially with how, like, the noise was just building up and up and up. Like, the madness within his mind. Like, the voices are just drowning him. And then it just clears. Like, it gives... It makes us wonder, like, what Yuji thought during that exact moment before the actual opening credits started. Oh. Oh. Look at that. Oh man, peace and tranquility in his final moments. There's clarity. Oh, it's just the contrast of the two scenes. Was he just hiding there this entire time? Oh, this is... Oh, yeah.
そうだな。マレーシア。買うだけ買って手をつけてない本が山ほどある。1ページずつ今までの時間を取り戻すようにめくるんだ。
Dreams he'll never achieve.
疲れた。
Oh, man. This music too. This piano. Beautiful. It's so serene. Honestly, at this point, Nanami should rest. So beautifully directed too. This is beautiful. Really beautiful. It's sad, but of course. Nanami's final moments will be a word of encouragement for Yuji, isn't it? Something to lift Yuji's spirit back up.
いたんですか。
いたよ。
Oh, look at this shot though. Very ambitious.
いたよ。ずっとね。ちょっとお話しするかい？
私は結局何がしたかったんだろうな。
Oh.
逃げてダメだ。灰原。ナナミ。
Oh, that voice.
虎杖君。あとは頼みます。お前はなんだぞ。わしと。でけえ声出さなくても聞こえてるよ。虎杖英二。
That voice performance though. He's so unserious. God damn it.
助けて。お前は俺だ。
Jesus. Well, you gotta show his face like that. Just opening wounds from season 1. Oh man. Just... Huh, talk about claustrophobic. Yeah, come on, Yuji. He's literally pushing through the darkness. That's amazing. Oh man, oh wow. Oh, that's so, yeah. Really nice animation here and there. But it's also nice to see It's nice to see a change in setting. You know, previously we just got a large scale open field battle. Oh god. Yeah, I really like how this fight has a lot of moments where it is like in a tight, you know, again with the POV shots. No. Yuji. No.
ダメ押しのカードを手に入れる。はい、飲んで飲んで飲んで飲んで飲んで。イエーイ。
These sound effects.
俺さっきまであの辺うろついてたんだよね。
次はぎ。お前か。うちのバカにちょっかい出したっていう特急。
Oh, when he said insurance.
やりがいありそうじゃん。
私も今日はいいとこなしなんで。かんざし。
I mean, the fact that they are showing this.
あいつと親しいんだろうな。この女の死体を晒して。虎杖裕二の魂を折る。
That is what is worrying. So cruel. You know, especially after what Yuji was just experiencing in the previous episode, being unable to save people. I did just remember that Mahito did technically just split his body, so... Yeah. So in a way, this one is a lot more dangerous, because it's just a copy, right? It doesn't matter if it loses. Whoa! Striking. Oh, wow! Way to go, Nobara. She's clocking it in. There we go. Oh, look at these smear frames. I don't know. I don't know. He's doing the secret Joestar technique of running away. No, he's luring her into someplace. Fuck. He wants to that's cute. He wants to converge. It's gonna be a 2v1. Yeah. Or switch places. Nobara's gonna die. Nobara is gonna be fighting the real one. She doesn't know. Fuck. Oh, there's the shot from the opening. You're gonna give me a Nobara flashback? Fuck you. Fuck you.
みんな赤か黒のランドセル。私は赤も黒も好きだけど、みんなは水色が嫌いだったみたい。
Rude? That's just bullying. I'm trying to hold down the tears there.
ねえ、ふみのランドセルさ。やべ。
This is such a tonal whiplash once again.
てめえ村だからさ、友達になるより他人になる方が難しいんだよ。
Have we heard about Fumi in season 1? I don't remember.
野原ちゃんの言う秘密基地は人んちだった。
本当に来てくれた。いらっしゃい。寒かったでしょ。
それからさらに少し経って沙織ちゃんが引っ越した。野原ちゃんと2人で見送ったけど、その時誰が何て言ったとか、どんな天気だったとか思い出すことができない。
I like when she said she doesn't remember quite well this moment. The image is also kind of washed out.
今年の6月、野原ちゃんが東京の高校に通うことが決まった。
ふみ、あんたもそのうちこの村出なさいよ。
So this was just before we first met her in season 1. No.
沙織、ちょっと休んだら。ダメですよ。合流日今日、っていうか昨日ですよ。
And where is she right now?
渋谷やばいよ、テロかな。
Well, okay, she's not in Shibuya.
そこで2人の女の子、連絡先は交換しなかったんです。元気かな、野原ちゃん。
She's not.
今どこで何してるんだろう。
I don't know if that flashback was effective for me though.
あの村の連中は全員頭がおかしい。でもおかしいやつの声は大きくて、自分以外の全てに思えて。
Lovely score in the back here.
他人の人生を踏みにじるもんなんだ。
Ah, beautiful. Nobara's having a Jogo moment.
ごめんね、ふみ。
Broken promises.
約束守れなくて。
Yeah.
虎杖、みんなに伝えて。悪くなかった。
釘崎
I don't know how to feel. I feel like I should be feeling something, but I am not feeling anything, so I genuinely have no idea what to feel. If the intent was for me to not feel anything, then they succeeded. Like, if Itadori wasn't feeling anything at that moment as well, like, the absolute state of shock that he was in, like, not even understanding what just happened, like, he can't even process what is happening, then yeah, sure, but I don't know, I actually don't know how to feel about this episode.
ああこれ五条先生のだろ
What is that face?
トントンすんだよトントン
You made it worse.
マリメッコに見えなくもないわね。
There's artistic value to it, I guess.
どうせ安物でしょ。
It's gonna be like a really expensive brand. Oh god.
税込み税抜き
Oh.
2人は8万ずつ。
おはーどうしたのめぐみ別に
That's funny. Jesus. Oh wow, that animation. This animation? You know, I feel like Yuji needs a brother right now. If you know what I mean.
お前は俺だ虎杖裕二そんなことにすら気づけないやつがどうして俺に勝てるよ
They've done an excellent job at making Yuji feel so defeated.
殺した呪いを数えたことはあるかいお前のこともそのうち忘れるさ
Wow. Showcasing the insignificance. What did I say? What did I say? Todo!
祇園少女の鐘の声少女の響きあ
This presentation.
り乗車必須の断りを表す
He's just reciting a haiku or something.
俺たちを除いてない
Look at this absolute giga Chad. Toto has been like missing throughout this entire arc. We've only seen him like once or twice, and then that's it. Would Nobara actually be dead though? Just notice that they just showed like the absolute destruction of Shibuya in that opening.
ゲト卓はすでに獄門鏡を持ち去ったようだな
We still don't know what happened between Geto and Mei Mei.
何が起こった顔面の傷
Oh, he looks so pissed.
東堂さんあっちの子の処置終わりましたでも多分死んでますよ
Probably. Not exactly dead.
起きろブラザー俺たちの戦いはこれからだ
I miss him. Ah, yes, the light that shines upon thee.
だけどできなかった俺はただの人殺しだ
I really like what they're doing with Yuji in these past couple of episodes for his character development. Bro, Todo is not playing around. Oh, that's cool. That's so cool.
お前ほどの男が小さくまとまるなよ俺たちは呪術師だ
Of course, Todo is gonna be the one that gives Yuji the motivational speech.
東堂さんの弟あんま似てへんな
I love that joke.
呼吸も脈も止まってましたが時間はそんなに経ってないんで助かる可能性はゼロじゃない
Isn't zero. Yeah,
ゼ
yeah,
ロじゃ
yeah.
ないだけですからねあんま期待せんといてくださいよ
She won't be back until like 3 more seasons. Oh, I love how the music is ramping up. Come on, Todo. Woo! Oh yeah, oh yeah. Was that Black Flash I see? Or was that just his abilities? Oh man. Let's go, Yuji. Woo! Oh, lovely impact frames. Lovely. Yeah, Toto's just warming up. Yeah!
今から渋谷に向かっても意味はない
Oh,
戻るんだミワ
lovely. So serene.
あいつの術式は役に立つ
私は
Oh, that animation on her mouth?
私は役立たず
You're not.
なんで相談してくれなかった
Beautiful
の
lighting here.
私たちは仲間じゃないの
大好きな人がいたんだ
Oh.
どんな世界になろうと俺がそばで守ればいいと思っていた
Join the empty seed beside her.
その人が守られたいのは
She knows.
俺じゃなかったかもしれないのに
So much emotion being animated on her face there. On her expression.
時間だミワ幸せになってくれ
Oh. Oh. We're all just giving her time. It's crazy that I'm feeling sad for this moment and not sad for Nobar. I actually have... My eyes are actually watery. Shit. Let's go! Woo! This matchup is just... Mwah. Look at this! Look at this! Come on. How fun. Ugh. That interior looks absolutely disgusting. Which is the point? Oh, that was so close. Oh yeah. This is so cool. Holy shit. Holy shit. Am I understanding this right? Did Yuji basically throw an object infused with Black Flash? And then Todo absorbs that Black Flash as he switches and uses it to... Come on. Oh, wow. Toto's just tanking it. Alright, that was Jujutsu Kaisen episodes 18, 19, and 20. Obviously, it's kind of hard to follow up what happened with episode 17 and 16 in terms of like visual presentation and fight and whatever, which, you know, that is a league of its own, right? But still, I think episodes 18 to 20, you know, still providing me that visual spectacle that was present in previous episodes beforehand. And I mean, Todo coming in, of course, at first I thought Nanami was going to be the one who gives Yuji that final motivational speech to bring him back from the darkness, you know, taking him out of this point, right? This dark night of the soul moment for Yuji. But nope, of course it's not gonna be Nanami. Of course it's gonna be Todo instead. Like, who else is it gonna be? And honestly, pretty effective. You know, as somebody who really loves Todo as a character from the first season, you know, Todo always having this eccentric charisma of him. Like, every time he is on screen, he is a scene stealer. And here, I think they've done a pretty good job at just the perfect time to introduce him within the whole Shibuya conflict properly, and not just, you know, him in like outside of the veil in like at the beginning of the arc, for example. Of course, you know, a lot of tragedy happened in these episodes. I'll start by saying that, you know, Yuji as a character, I think I really enjoyed these past couple of episodes, because Yuji, you know, from the beginning of the Shibuya arc, is mostly just, you know, following orders and just doing what he is just doing what everybody's trying to do, which is to find Gojo and fight all of the curses, right? But the point after Sukuna was unleashed and pretty much destroyed all of Shibuya and being the cause of a lot of, you know, the deaths of characters, after that moment, and then Yuji waking up, I talked about this in the previous episode of how, you know, how guilty Yuji probably felt, right? And it is perfectly shown here. I love the moment from episode 18 when Yuji was just going down into, I guess, the subway or the train station in underground, and we're just listening into all of the past memories or the past dialogues that Yuji had with other characters in the past, especially from season 1, especially the dialogue from his grandpa saying like, "Hey Yuji, you're a good kid, save other people, right? Save people," and the fact that Yuji was unable to do that in this arc. And I think it's one of the reasons why I am enjoying this arc, at least the part that I enjoyed about this arc from a narrative perspective. I like what it is doing for Yuji's character, in that Yuji failed, right, many times in this arc, and you can't really go any way about this arc. This is a complete absolute failure from the Jujutsu sorcerers. Like the fact that they managed to let characters like Suguna and Jogo just go all out and pretty much destroying most of Shibuya, and then followed that by Sukuna fighting Mahoraga, which, I mean, technically speaking, Megumi's the one who unleashed Mahoraga, but still, you wouldn't be in this position if, the Jujutsu sorcerers, made it in time and whatever, which, again, goes to show how much Not Ghetto planned all of this out, right? This is an absolute victory for the curses. Even if Mahito is defeated in the next couple of episodes, that doesn't really matter, right? If you look at the damage, if you look at like the aftermath, yeah, a lot of sorcerers died. Yeah, a lot of curses died as well, but yeah, Nanami's death was, I would say the build up to Nanami's death was really poignant. I really love how they were showcasing like Nanami in this really in his dreamlike state. I mean that entire moment, those visuals where he was just on the beach, you can interpret that in many ways. You can just say that that's just artistic flair. You could also say that that is actually what Nanami is experiencing at this moment. His lucidity fading away during his final moments, and he's just imagining things. I mean, that's real. People. I mean, I've seen people on the verge of death just not really being in this world, if you know what I mean, and they're just and their thoughts are just elsewhere. And seeing Nanami in this position, right, where he is elsewhere, he is in a peaceful place, in a peaceful world, and then the constant back and forth cutting between that world of peace in the sunny beaches of Malaysia to the death and destruction of Shibuya, really well done. And by the end, when Nanami finally passed away, and his final moments with Yuji, of course, telling him to take it from here, like the passing of the torch, right? Really beautiful, really beautiful. I really enjoy. I really like what they've done with Nanami as a character, and I really like what I really like how they send off Nanami. Is all I'm trying to say. I think his death and his final moment, his send off, I think was pretty well deserving, and was executed really well in my opinion. Nobara, on the other hand, I don't know. I'm a bit mixed on Nobara's whole moment, her episode. I don't know. It's I don't know. I don't know. Like it's not that I hate it, because I don't hate it. It's just more so I wish it was more effective for me. Maybe it's effective for other people. Maybe it's effective for you, but it just wasn't that effective for me. When we cut back to the whole flashback, everything and everything, I felt like, I don't know. I felt like the flashback was a bit too long. Like, I know where this is going at this point. Like, it's formulaic. Like, yeah, okay. But even then, I feel like the flashback isn't really adding anything for me, emotionally speaking. So So I was a bit kind of disappointed in that regard, especially after that, just seeing Nobara dying and all. It's like, I wish I felt something. I wish I felt something for Nobara, because I felt something for Yuji, just not for Nobara, if that makes sense. And I'm still not sure what the angle is. Like, if the whole point is for me to feel terrible for Yuji, then the show absolutely succeeded in that. Because yeah, Yuji's position after Nobara's death, that followed after Nanami's death, that followed after Yuji witnessing the entirety of Shibuya destroyed. To me, that hits for Yuji. Seeing Yuji absolutely depressed and like his entire soul crush and his life just gone from his body, and he just wants to die, right? It's depressing and it works, but as an audience who should be caring for Nobara, I feel like I just didn't care for Nobara's death. I don't know. Like, this is why I'm like, I'm still unsure. Like I genuinely wish that I felt something more for Nobara's death. Death in quotations. There's a not 0% chance of Nobara surviving. Which, if that's the case, then look, okay. Here, if Nobara is actually dead, and this was the end of Nobara, and we just see her corpse just laying there with her eye gone, pretty much a fucking hole, in her skull and whatever. If that is how Nobara dies, then I would feel a bit disappointed, because again, I wish I felt something. But if Nobara isn't dead and she's gonna come back in like three or 4 more seasons in the future, like, hey, we finally healed Nobara at long last. Here she is. She may be a different character now because of whatever it is needed for her to be healed and what have you. Even if that's the case, I would still feel disappointed nonetheless about this execution, because it's not making me feel, again, it's not really making me feel anything. The reason why I'm saying this is because the next episode, I get to see Miwa talk to Mekamaru, and that scene actually got me emotional. Misty-eyed, teary-eyed even, and I look at that and I look at the Nobara stuff, and I'm like, why am I feeling sorry and why am I feeling sad for this, but I'm not feeling anything for Nobara? It's all I'm trying to say. Like, one scene I think was executed really well in terms of making me feel things, and the other scene I just don't know. But anyways, I'm talking too much about Nobara at this point. The whole thing with Yuji and Todo fighting Mahito was really well done. It was really well executed. I really love what they were doing with that. Again, like showcasing more of that visual spectacle on that visual action sort of stuff. Really well done, really well executed. At this point, they're just doing black flashes every now and again. It's like, jorp. Like, I feel like when we first saw or when we first understand the concept of black flashes in like season 1, it was like, oh, that's really cool. He's doing it. He's doing the thing. Now it's like, well, I don't know. It feels like it's like common now, and it doesn't feel special anymore. But still, though, pretty cool. Mahito actually, really interesting. What they were trying to do with his character in these past couple of episodes, because they're trying to. They're setting him up as like the counter to Yuji, and they're not really being subtle about it, but they really are setting him up to be like the bad guy that we need to be looking out for, that is not Sukuna or Geto. Because I don't know, because like with Geto, obviously he is paired with Gojo in terms of like, arch enemies, rivals, and whatever. Sukuna is his own thing. He's basically enemies to everyone, even the curses, right? So he's kind of a loose card. Yuji, on the other hand, Mahito is the obvious one, especially what happened with like season 1 with Junpei is his name. Like, I think maybe I'm forgetting his name, but actually no. I'm gonna search it up real quick. Pretty sure it was Junpei because they showed his face in yeah. They showed his face in like episode 18. Yeah. But yeah, Mahito as a character, I think Mahito as a character is beginning to feel interesting in this moment because I'm gonna be honest, Mahito as a character from season 1, I was like, okay, cool, but he hasn't, the show or the story hasn't shown me enough to make me care more of him as a character. And before this point, I was caring about him more as the villain that we need to defeat, not necessarily the character that I want to analyze more, if that makes sense. And the same can be said about all of the other characters, actually. Like a lot of the characters that JJK has shown to me in season 1, I like them. I like them as characters, not as much for me to want to further analyze them, if that makes sense. It was like, yeah, really cool characters that I'm really enjoying. Do I want to spend more time analyzing these characters, though? We'll see. Season 2, I think, has provided a lot of, moments and a lot of actual developments for these characters that makes me want to engage with the characters a lot more. I mean, Geto and Gojo from the hidden inventory arc, for example, I think that's like a no-brainer. I think that arc elevated these two characters a lot more, and really forcing us, the audience, to take them seriously and not just, hey, this is Cole Sensei character that is really strong, the archetype from season 1, into, hey, this is the character that actually has a lot of depth to them, and I feel like with these final few episodes, they're kind of doing it a lot more for Yuji and Mahito, and I really appreciate it because now I feel like Jujutsu Kaisen has just begun, if that makes sense. I know we're technically like almost 40 episodes into the whole series at this point, but I feel like right now, especially with the events that happen in the Shibuya arc, especially with the the fates of certain characters of Gojo, Nobara, Nanami, and a lot of the other curses as well, like Jogo, and such. This is the point in the overall story where it truly feels like a strong reset of the status quo. Like after this, Jujutsu Kaisen is gonna be different. Like we're not gonna be following the same characters anymore. No. Characters are gonna be different from where they were before. We're not even gonna be following certain characters because certain characters are already dead. Heck, I'm talking about Nobara here. Hello, Maki? What about Maki? What about her? Nanami's alive. So what does that again, like, still so many things that that the show needs to acknowledge in, I guess in the next 3 episodes before the arc is over, which I feel like they're gonna do. I feel like they have to address Maki. They have to address some of the other things that was kind of shown in this arc, but we haven't seen resolutions of just yet. Geto especially, like we haven't seen Geto in like a couple of episodes ago. Last time we saw Geto was again like facing off against against Mei, and then that's it. So a lot of things to expect. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Yeah. I got nothing else to say. Oh, that is terrifying. JJK designs are always I would say purposefully Whoa! Whoa! Okay, I'm gonna hold my thought. Come on, boys, come on. Whoa! I love the way he bounces. That's so cool. That's sweet. I really love Toto's abilities. A miscalculation. Ah. You pitiful souls. Okay, what I was about to say earlier was that JJK's designs, specifically like the spirits and such, there's always this dichotomy between something that is truly otherworldly, alien, spiritual, and disgusting, and then on the other side of the spectrum we have the very cute and endearing plushy material designs, you know what I mean? And sometimes the personalities are always in reverse. So the characters that look kind of cute are the ones that are more terrifying to fight, the ones that are more insane, if you will. But then you have the crazier designs, the more serious designs, if you will, and they're the more chill in terms of personalities. It doesn't always work all the time, I will say. Like sometimes it does feel a bit too jarring and too different in, you know, the tonal shifts and all, but least of my worries, you know. Okay, Yuji. Okay. Woo! I mean, this is very reminiscent of the Todo and Yuji fight back in season 1. At least in terms of like the set piece and like the kind of enemy they're fighting against. Physically speaking, I mean. Oh, ow. Oh, look at that. Alright, we'll see if... Oh, look at this. Look at this direction, though. Oh, wow. Whoa. Well, holy shit. Everybody's just using Black Flash in this season. Come on. Oh, wow. The song that just immediately played. That's why he's the GOAT. Never doubted you, Todo. Never doubted you. So remember when I said about Jujutsu Kaisen and tonal whiplashes? This is like an example of where it just works. Yeah, of course, Todo's imagination, but like... It's like when the opening is playing, but it's not really the opening. Ah, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I love this. Nice. That's so cool. I mean, yeah, of course he can't clap, but yeah. Come on, Todo. Don't die on me just yet. It's a recurring motif throughout this entire last few episodes when it comes to Yuji, right?
俺の魂の本質
Mm.
本当の形を
Oh, look at that imagery though. The butterfly or the moth coming out from the cocoon. Metamorphosis. Holy shit. What? Hello, hello.
変節即連
Excuse me.
ハッピーバースデーってやつさ
oh, he got a design upgrade. I was not expecting that.
今までの手段としての変形じゃない。
Yeah.
国戦を経て理解したんだ俺の本当のむき出しの魂を
お前が自分探しをするタイプだったとはな。
Ooh, okay, Yuji, okay. Huh. Oh wow, look at that. He's just like reveling in it. Feeling invincible, right? Like a true god.
最大知力出力の国戦を。
Everybody's doing black flashes this season. You'll be fine, Yuji. Oh! Oh! Wow, black flash on black flash is insane. Oh, interesting.
呪霊よ腕なんて飾りさ
Arms are just
拍
decorations.
手とは魂の喝采
Dude, this reminds me of Netero from Hunter x Hunter. I only need one hand to pray. Oh god. Wow. Some nice use of, I'm gonna assume charcoal in there, but beautiful frames. Beautiful ones.
認めるよ、真人。俺はお前だ。俺はお前を否定したかった。今は違う。ただお前を殺す。また新しい呪いとして生まれたら、そいつも殺す。
Wow.
名前を変えても、姿を変えても。
I will hunt you down for the rest of your lives until I die.
と俺は大きな何かの歯車の一つに過ぎないんだと思う。
He is stumped.
それが、この戦いの俺の役割なんだ。
Oh! Oh, beautiful imageries. Beautiful ones. Who's to pray now? Oh! Yeah. Love that. It's a really interesting development for Yuji, but, you know, something that is absolutely needed. Oh, wow, the alpha. Same scar and all. Oh, wow. They're really nailing how pathetic Mahito is in this current situation. How desperate he is. Now Yuji's just playing with him. Wait, who is this?
助けてあげようか真人
Perfect name for the episode. Wait, what happened to Mei Mei? Panda? Panda has not been in this entire arc. Like, I really wish we could have gotten more Panda. But, you know, it is what it is.
いたどりだよ。いや、あれは少な。肉体の主導権はイタドリにある。
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna rethink about Itadori, you know, about can Yuji control it or not?
今後イタドリにどんな処分が下ろうと。
Gojo's not here to protect him anymore.
俺がお前らにつくことはない。
It's starting. Malaysia? That wasn't the Petronas Tower, that was something else. Ah.
疲れたろウィウィ。今日はこのまま一緒のベッドで寝ようか。
Ah.
そう、ウィウィの術式だ。
Okay.
殺されそうになったんでね。
That's why she was. That's what she was referring to Yui to Wee Wee. You know, probably exhausting to to move from Japan to Malaysia.
いいよお礼なんて。いつも通りインサイドでいてくれたら。
Now, who might she be talking to?
今後ともよろしく。
Hmm.
どったの兄ちゃん具合悪い
Wait, what? Nichan?
虎杖裕二お前は何者だ
Did I forget about something? Are they implying? Whoa. That is trippy.
準1級以上の呪霊を複数刺激し術式を解明攻略されようとまた新しい呪霊を放てばいい
Hmm. Battle of attrition. Ugh. Nope, 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 nope.
去年の百鬼夜行新宿と京都に戦力を分散させなければ勝っていたのは乙骨ではなく彼だったろう
Oh. Mentioning Yuta. Yeah, where is Yuta, by the way? Whoa. Hey. Hold on.
続けようか
Sorry. It's hilarious. It is terrifying, but it is also hilarious to me that Mahito has been built up as this, like, as this character that is of an equal to Yuji to a degree, and in this moment, after he was reduced by Yuji, he kind of becomes a nuisance for Geto. Like, okay, let me steal you just for a bit here. You are interrupting my conversation with the main character. But yeah, they were talking about the events that happened in JJK 0, which does again beg the question that I had: where is Yuta amidst all of this? And of course, who was Mei talking to on the phone? Could it be a character that we have met before in the past? Could it be a new character? We don't know. Shrouded in mystery.
極の番というものを知っているかい領域を除いたそれぞれの術式の奥義のようなものだ。呪霊操術極の番渦巻き
Ah. I see.
いやすまない急にらしいことを始めてしまったなと思って
Oh. Fascinating.
私が気づかないと思ったのかい
Oh. Well, it's about time they showed up. Of course. I wonder how she's gonna react about, her sister, about Maki. Oh no.
渦巻き
Oh, Jesus. I mean, that's literally a reference. Or at least the imagery. Holy shit.
よかったよ少しはうんちくがあるやつが来てくれて
先生が前出てきちゃ意味ないでしょ仕方ねえでしょ
側はゲトをすぐる
Mm-hmm.
中身は知らねえよ
That's the issue. I mean, we still don't know who is inside. We just caught a bit of a glimpse of it, right? Oh, hello.
俺には3人の親がいる
Okay.
母をもてあそんだ憎むべきカモノリとしてや
Okay.
本当ならゲトウの中身は150歳を超えてることになるわよ。
Okay.
カモノリトシも数ある名の一つに過ぎない。
One of the many names.
よくも俺に虎杖よ、弟。
Ah, they're okay. They,
ごめさんした。これ以上私を待たせるな。
things are happening.
血のつながった弟たちの異変はどんなに遠くにいようと感じ取れる。
Okay.
虎杖裕二の死を強烈に感じ取ってしまったのだ。つまり裕二も血のつながった俺の弟。
Okay. She blocked that. Okay. Kind of showing like the difference in power scale, right? Well, I definitely wasn't expecting Choso to be fighting Geto, especially right now. Love this music playing in the back. Choso's been fighting him off on his own. Though I feel like Geto's kind of just toying with him. Like, look at him. He's not even trying. Geto, I mean. You guys don't know each other, right? I still don't think they're gonna be, getting the prison realm by the end of this season. Okay. Okay. Whoa! What are we doing here? Oh, what? Out of all of the characters to appear, I was not expecting her to appear. But I mean, hey, there's a reason why we were introduced to her reintroduced to her in Hidden Inventory. Now, if only Todo was here, if he was conscious still, bringing up this conversation again. Laru? Hey. Alright. That's superpower.
わかるかい？私が作るべきは私の手から離れた混沌だったのだ。天元の結界じゃない。これは術式の遠隔発動。
Remote activation.
君との戦いで真人は成長した。本当はジョーゴも欲しかったけど。
Well, that was a bit of a... Yeah.
マーキング済みの2種類の非術師に遠隔で無意天変を施した。
And who are they? Sumiki Fushiguro, huh?
呪物を取り込ませた者。吉野純平のように術式を所持しているが、脳のデザインが非術師のもの。今、その呪物たちの封印を解いた。呪力への理解を深めるため、殺し合いをしてもらう。 千人の虎杖裕二が悪意を持って放たれたとでも思ってくれ。
力を与えただけで人々が殺し合いを始めるとでも？
Depends on the person.
質問が軽くなってきているよ。
These faces.
今動けないんだけど。
You can now.
どうした？裏梅。
The score.
これは毒が。
Poison.
で俺の血が混じった。
Ah. Oh damn, this score is great.
これがこれからの世界。
Oh wow, the expression on that. Holy shit. The score, once again, top notch.
じゃあね、虎杖裕二、君には期待しているよ。聞いてるかい？少な。
Oh.
こちらの映像は先日の東京での異変当時、たまたま別の取材現場にいたクルーによって
Who is this?
撮られたものであることが分かっています。
レイクじゃないの？
でもずっとニュースこればっかりだよ。
今日私遅いから夕飯冷凍ね。
どう少なく見積もっても
Yeah.
500万人の都民の疎開プランを組まねばならん。
また政府からも依然として何の発表もなく、単なる
There's an uneasiness to this. Because we know what happened, but it's how everything is normal to them, but we know that it's not normal.
放たれた呪霊の数は1000万はくだらないぞ。
10 million.
円安止まんね
輸出する分にはいいんだっけ？
Yeah. Just like in real life. The yen is falling down.
大阪へ。
Oh shit,
このままでは事例が各地に大量
it's getting bigger.
多くの術師が都内で避難民の警護に当たっている今。
I'm really liking this direction. Or at least the way they're presenting the bureaucracy of the government.
の存在を公表するそうだ。呪霊の存在を公表する。
Oh.
これがいつまで続くのか。
Huh. That's terrifying.
明治に発表した皇居を中心とした結界と
This is actually terrifying. The goat is here.
ごめんね。
The goat is here.
びっくりした。
Where have you been? Brother! Yuta.
一緒。
Who is he with?
ダメだよ。リカちゃん。
Of course.
やりすぎや。
Of course, of course.
ご苦労、お骨。
ねぎらう気なんかないんだから。
I was about to make an Evangelion reference, but then I realized who the voice actor of Yuta is.
虎杖裕二は僕が殺します。
Now hold on. Here's the issue. The sentence to death? Ah, jeez. Well, as Yuji Itadori's executioner. Hey, it's the shot from the opening. The scar on his mouth. Okay. That was the end of season 2. And that was Jujutsu Kaisen season 2. I'm gonna keep this review short. I really like season 2 overall. I think that finale that finale was interesting. That final episode was actually interesting. It was not the vibe that I was expecting. Very Evangelion-esque to a degree, or rather very Hideki Anno-esque. I was about to like the Yuta and the definitely not Seele scene, kind of obvious, but it's also like the way it's directed the Japanese government, the whole bureaucracy and the whole red tape and the whole thing of like the prolonged decisions by the government of like, what do we do? What are we supposed to do? And how they are taking forever while the curses are just expanding more and more. Very reminiscent of Shin Godzilla, at least in terms of like the direction of that entire scene. Like you see images of the empty streets and then you cut back to, the government talking and then cut back to the empty streets, cut back to the people just living out their lives and all, like very Shin Godzilla-esque movie directed by Hideki Anno. But yeah, it's a very interesting vibe because it was not the vibe or the tone that I was expecting for the finale, but I like it. I was very much unsure about it when I was watching it because I was like, okay, what are we doing here for the finale? Like a finale, the purpose of a finale is to wrap things up. And if it's the end of a season but not a series, then it's also meant to set things up as well, right? So there is a lot that a finale has in store, right? A good finale, as I already mentioned, and I feel like it is setting up things really, really well. Reintroducing Yuta was pretty hype. I really enjoyed that. And some of the other things involving Geto as well. Fujiguro's sister coming into play. And the obvious split in, I guess, within our group, right? Yuji now being sentenced to death. Yuta is going to be the one who's going to be executing him. Our principal is now also in trouble. Yeah. We're going to be seeing a lot of I don't want to say civil war, but we're going to be seeing a lot of factions emerging out of this, while they're also trying to deal with 10 million curses. This is what happens when Gojo is not in the picture. It's not surprising to me, at least, like the way it ends. Like I was kind of getting the vibe that, yeah, they're not going to be saving Gojo by the end of this, and whatever repercussions of that, we're seeing it right now. But season 2 overall has been a tour de force in animation, I think. Or at least the version that I am watching. I am watching the Blu-ray version. The version that you watch maybe on the TV version may be different. But from what I am seeing, this is excellent animation. And kind of there's nuance in this, considering the working conditions over at the over at the studio, but it is also you can also tell that the animators put a lot of their heart and soul and dedication and hours of their time into crafting something that they truly love. In terms of like the story, I still think the Hidden Inventory arc is probably my favorite of every arc in JJK thus far. Hidden Inventory is just, the Shibuya incident is just action, which is fine. It's as I mentioned, it's a tour de force of animation. It's where they are just basically showing off, right, in terms of like what they are capable of, and some incredible use of choreography and all that stuff. But Hidden Inventory arc to me is the most. I think it's just the perfect package. It's 5 episodes of character development, of incredible animation still, of incredible direction still. I still think a lot of my favorite direction or some of my favorite moments in terms of like cinematography and all that stuff is still in Hidden Inventory. I still think it is up there. It's also tonally more well balanced than the Shibuya incident, I would say. My own personal pet peeve, not just for JJK, but just like anime in general, is when really serious moments and then we're gonna have comedy in there that may or may not be appropriate. Like we have Getzo about to unleash 10 million curses. What do? We're gonna bicker about, are you my enemy? No, I am your brother. And okay. I mean, it got a chuckle out of me, but still, though, it's like, is this the appropriate time to do this? But regardless of that, I do think the hidden inventory arc manages to balance that really, really well. And as I already mentioned, character development, especially. In fact, I think one of the reasons why I do enjoy hidden inventory arc a lot more is also how it influences me in enjoying JJK more, because going from season 1 to that is a huge jump in my eyes. Hidden inventory made me feel, oh, I'm gonna take this seriously. And it's not it and that's something that the Shibuya incident couldn't reach for me. Or at least not to the same capacity. Because there are moments in the Shibuya incident that really caught my attention and really caught my eye. In terms of like developments of other characters, Yuji specifically. Towards the end, I thought what they were doing with Yuji was really, really well done, and I was really invested in his character, and I wasn't expecting to be invested in his character, but now I am. But other characters, I do feel like I wish we could have seen more of them, or at least through the fight scenes, we could have gotten more development out of them. But it is what it is. Sometimes you have to. There are places and there are moments where you can do these things, and there are places and moments where you are being constrained by time and structure and all that stuff. But like for example, like character deaths, quotations. A lot of people died in season 2. Nobara is quote unquote deaf. I wish I was more invested in that regard, because I do like Nobara as a character from season 1, and I feel like with season 2, I don't know what it is, but I wasn't that invested with Nobara's character in those moments. Or maybe it's because I don't believe it is her final moments, which is why I wasn't feeling it. I was like, I don't know. Like, different from Nanami, for example, where it's clearly very obvious that he is dead 100%, and the way they are setting it up makes me feel for Nanami. Like he wants, his dream of wanting to go to Malaysia and just sit back and relax. Meanwhile, Mimi just is in Malaysia and is sitting back and relaxing. Like, flip them, please. But yeah, when it comes to Nobara, especially when one of the characters arrive and they just said, oh yeah, there's a 0.0001% chance, I'm paraphrasing, but there is a very small chance that Nobara could still be alive. We could save her to a degree, maybe. Don't get your hopes up. There is a 99% chance that she will die, but there is the 1% chance that she may not die. And the fact that they are stating that is also already giving me the obvious hint that, oh yeah, Nobara's gonna be fine. She's gonna be fine. Which is why I'm less worried about her, and maybe it's because I don't know. That entire portion of the Shibuya incident has always been like something that even I'm still not sure. Like, is it a me problem? Is it a story problem? Because after that, we got the Miwa and Mekamaru stuff, and I was already emotional there, and I'm like, why am I emotional there? Anyways, Shibuya incident overall really fantastic. Arc. It is a complete escalation in the conflict. Very keen to see where they're gonna go next, especially when it comes to the curses, because now we are missing a lot of, I would say, key characters that made it interesting in season 1, right? Like Geto's I guess underlings, minions, followers, whatever, like Jogo and all that stuff, they're dead. All of them are dead. Mahito got Uzumaki. So, you know, there is a... It is in a way making it clear to us who should we who should we focus our attention to in terms of like the bad guy, but they're also setting up Tengen in the next, I guess, arc, the next season. So there is that as well. They're setting up a lot. I'm just realizing they're setting up a lot. But yeah, overall, I like season 2. I like season 2 a lot. Again, I think Hidden Inventory is my favorite arc. I think Hidden Inventory is better than season 1. But I don't know if I like season 2 more than season 1. I actually don't know. Like, on a whole. Production-wise, objectively, I think season 2 is better than season 1. But in terms of like narrative and in terms of like story and characters, I actually don't know, because I don't know. There's something about season 1 that I really liked. There's a certain charm to it. And while I do think season 2 manages to expand on that and grow the characters more and develop the characters more, season 2 is a lot of just action, you know? And in a way, I do miss the times where we just relax, you know? So, I don't know. It's going to be something that I'm going to be thinking about. But overall, really like season 2 a lot. Don't know if I'm going to be continuing the manga, though. I think I'm just going to stay anime only for now. Even though the manga is over, I do know that. But, yeah. That's going to be it. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Let me know in the comment section what you think about JJK Season 2 as a whole. And I will see you all next time, I guess, for whatever anime show that I'm going to be doing next. Take care, everybody. Have a nice day. Peace.